fine. You can do it the other way, but as long as it's not region kill.
There's also, I mean, if we had only like a 0.86% of scenarios in which the 5-team or the region matchups happened, there's no way, right, that it would happen again.
Now there is.
She sounds like she's trying to do that.
First the referee, now you.
Surely,
it was
there's
so
no
funny
way.
how people were like, "Oh, this guy, be careful!" Like, hey,
wait, is that the same referee up there?
Yes, the head referee.
Glad he got out of here okay yesterday.
Yeah, he had EU bodyguards.
Yeah. Yep.
It was the head ref.
Saw that one.
For sure. No, interesting for sure. I think it's, as you were saying in the green room, it's a really cool addition also that you get to work up to this moment every night. I'm definitely nervous again.
It's exciting. I mean, this format has been great because every day it feels like the matches are so incredibly important, and the end of day every day, you are really sweating because it is different. The amount of teams that you can play teams that are top favorites in the 1-in-1 group now, or you can play a team that you feel pretty comfortable against.
Yeah, and someone like D+, who's then could be in their last chance in their best of 3. They only have 1 chance. If you're in the 1-1, you have 2 chances. If you're in the 2-0, you actually have 3 chances. You can lose the next one, you can lose the next one, but then who knows who you're up against in that last one? And those are some exciting possibilities.
They certainly are. Everybody wants to get out as early as possible so they don't have to deal with some of the scarier possibilities.
Yeah, like a week and a half off. It's crazy.
Yeah, I am just praying that for KT and BLG's sake that they don't have to have that rematch because I think that would feel so bad if you're.
It was so fun to watch though. That game was.
It was, but imagine you're KT and you play BLG and you lose again, and now you're in the elimination rounds, only losing to 1 team.
And maybe,
KT are used to being salty. It's fine.
It looks like we might be getting in the draw soon in just a second, and we will go through everything again as well. Welcome everybody here in the arena. We've got a lot to draw. We'll explain it in just a second. But yeah, I'm definitely nervous. I think all the teams, even if they've played earlier, they are glued to their screens, and maybe we get some reaction cams as well.
I mean, this is your year on the line
in
here
those
for
little
a lot
bags.
of these teams, right? Exactly. There are teams. Everyone is sitting there with bated breath, praying for the matchups that they really want, praying to avoid some of the tournament favorites that are somehow falling down into these so-called easy rounds of the Swiss bracket.
Definitely so. Today's games, they resulted in 4 teams being divided into those with 2 wins and 0 losses, the 2-0 pool, with 1 win and 1 loss, the 1-on-1 pool, and those with 0 wins and 2 losses, the 0-2 pool. The draw will determine the matchups between teams with the same number of wins. The first draw will be the 2-0 pool, the second draw will be the 1-on-1 pool, and the last draw will be the 0-2 pool. Reminder for viewers that the match order for tomorrow's games will not be decided before later today. And we were a little confused yesterday, but today we know the opponents are drawn immediately. So whatever first team gets drawn, opponent right after that.
And for both of the 2-0 and the 0-2 group, the first draw decides the second draw, right? Because if we do get, LNG, JDG, we already know it's going to be G2 versus Gen.G and so on and so forth. So, for both of those, that first draw shows us the whole thing.
Exactly.
I think G2, you're probably looking at, you want the LNG pick.
Yes.
Yeah, Cloud9 was really close against them.
The cheers for the head ref. They remember.
I actually love this ref because there is no reaction after any pick. He's just stone-faced.
Yeah. Like, I'm here to do a job, and I don't care what you all think and what you're all going to say.
There's no bias, no nothing.
I think at least going into this very first one, yeah, maybe you would say for a G2 and LNG, but there's no easy matchups there. These are the best teams in the tournament so far.
Exactly. Well, and honestly, they were the top 3 that pretty much everyone I talked to coming into the tournament, right? I had it JDG, Gen.G, LNG in that order, but those are the tournament favorites that you think can win the whole thing.
Yeah.
So there's no easy matchup, but if G2 gets them,
there you go.
If G2 can win in this round, that speaks a lot about their chances to go deep in this tournament. So G2 has been drawn, and we're about to see now the team that you see next will be their opponent.
Their first possible chance to qualify out of this stage into the next one, and it is...
Is it going to be...
Have a guess, have a gander.
JDG, it's JDG. The crowd popped off.
I'm trying to remember if we saw this at MSI or not, because I'm so running low right now. Are we?
You can't ask me questions.
I can't remember.
12 hours
so,
on the show.
Next up, we then have JDG LNG.
Oh
That's another region one.
We just saw back-to-back best-of-5s that went all 5 games between JDG and LNG.
Yes.
JDG won both, but both Kobe and I agreed that LNG probably should have won some of those series.
They
were
definitely
in great
could have.
positions.
They definitely could have. They were so close in so many of them. There were comebacks in these games as well. Yes, I'm excited to see actually
what
another
a unique
go-around.
opportunity for LNG to do something huge.
I mean, if they can take down JDG, I think that changes the whole narrative around the story, because I do think people are looking at, okay, JDG are the clear favorite, despite how close their series were. You know, you do have to give the odds to JDG. It just feels like this is their meta, this is their year. They have been unstoppable all year long.
Oh,
but
so these matchups are
great.
These matchups are insane too, because
So
you're going down lane by lane, and everything is just popping. Like we get Yike versus Peanut, absolute massive jungle matchup here. Caps versus Chovy.
Look at the reaction cams were my favorite part of
They were
yesterday.
amazing, yeah. I mean, the
going.
Korean fans were really excited seeing that G2 draw for Genji, so maybe they're praying for G2. I don't know. G2 is probably praying for LNG, but
Everyone's probably praying for G2, actually.
But this is a really tough match either way, and now we're going to be moving into the 1-1 teams.
Oh, it's so
there
exciting.
are 8 total teams to draw here. Energy, the
Nice.
first one.
All right.
Come on, EU. Come on, EU.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Come
What do
on,
we got?
NA
let's
versus
go.
EU
Let's
matches.
go. And they're thinking, no.
Would you be happy or sad if it was NA versus NA?
I'd
be sad. I want something different.
I've had enough region.
Yeah,
reverse
too much region kill.
Let's
Give me EU.
show me Mad Lions. Show me. Called it! Boom!
High fives on
Let's
the
go!
No, but they're seeing their future, right? They're thinking.
Yeah, we want those teams.
Yes.
We want them.
Also,
I literally made a handshake deal with Vedius earlier today. We have footage of it on camera.
It's true.
But we promised
Maybe
for
we
this.
can get it
Well,
later.
The Korean fans and the Chinese fans, they don't want BLG versus KT
No,
again.
they
That's
don't.
such a hard matchup.
I do.
T1, here we go.
Okay.
Now everyone's kind of quaking. You know, everyone's like, nope, I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me a
Look at this. Oh,
look at the
tension.
prayers. Momenta's unfazed.
Yeah, he's not gonna break his
I love
sweat.
it.
Totally fine. He's like, yes, I'm getting the job done, and it is C9.
This is such a classic matchup.
It
C9
is.
always seems to run into T1, but at Worlds, T1 never loses
The
to
KBS
NA.
Arena is really happy. I'm just saying.
Berserker used to study with T1
Oh.
on the academy team.
What a historical Worlds matchup.
It is, it is.
Wow.
But really tough now for Cloud9. They're going to be so sad because Cloud9 narrowly, you know, missed out on
But Team
beating.
Liquid narrowly almost won versus T1. So
Yeah, it's possible.
anyway,
it's possible.
next up, Weibo.
We got Weibo. Weibo has been looking good. They almost took down G2 and they crushed
What
the
are they
first
saying?
game.
I don't want BLG here. I don't want to.
Hey,
Okay, nice.
That's a banger matchup.
Wait, but does that mean we get BLG?
Yeah. BLG is left.
BLG and
BLG's
Fnatic.
Yeah,
That's it.
Fnatic,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Oh, that's suboptimal.
Well, we got T1, so it's not looking
Yeah,
that much easier.
honestly, we got each other, and then we each got the hard one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Fair is
Okay.
fair.
We got
Next
an
up.
easy one, each other, and a
Yeah,
hard
easy.
one, someone other than
Next
each
up.
other.
BLG.
But it's a big jump up for Fnatic. I mean,
BLG
obviously,
versus Fnatic.
Fnatic had a pretty one-sided loss in their first game. They did handle business against GAM today, but it's a big jump up
It's
in
a
terms of
huge
level of
jump.
competition. So
Wow.
they're going to have to really rise to the occasion.
Especially for Oscar. I
Yeah.
mean, he's had such a year, but being able to get here and then now going versus Bin, that is going straight to
Can
the top.
I say, for the best of threes in this, we get a little bit of everything. We get an EU versus NA. We get a historical T1 C9. We get a cross regional in the LPL
Why are you
versus
so excited?
LCK
Stop
as
that.
well.
That's Cloud9. That's a hard team. Get less excited.
No, I really love the draw out of the 1-on-1 pools.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. I think there's something there for everyone. Of course, every
Yeah.
respective
There's
fan
some
will
wins
be
and some losses. There's something
Exactly.
there for everyone.
Yes. Now, also,
50-50 chance. You could win or you could lose every matchup.
super important draw now. Also, this will be played in 3 days.
Yeah.
It will be
This
the
is your
last
tournament
chance.
life.
Your tournament life.
And
Who will you
for-
play?
This is also episode 1 of season 2 of Def's
Possibly.
crazy
The
story.
last dance.
Yeah.
Part 2, the redemption, the final season.
Learning the tango. Yeah, it's
Going a full attack
Okay.
on Titan.
Let's
Now,
Kia.
everyone is praying that it is not them now. You know, TL is down there, BDS is down there, and GAM is down there. You
there-
do not want to be the next team drawn. You are praying that it's not you right now. Come on, Kobe, not TL, not TL, not TL. Oh, we get GAM. Okay. All is fair. Europe got GAM once. Now we get GAM.
Yeah, I'm ready
what-
for the threads when that does not work out for you.
This
I'm
It
just
has
saying
happened to us a lot of times.
This is
I'm
a
kidding.
full
Oh my
narrative
God.
matchup here. What's stronger, Adam and the Gods synergy there,
Or the
or is it
Gods.
Deft Part 2?
Wow, that's amazing.
Make the underdog run.
Team Liquid.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. TL could definitely lose the game. I mean, GAM was in a pretty good spot against a Fnatic earlier today. But the reality is, if
Yeah.
you lose to them,
Yeah, you're out.
you deserve to be out, right?
That's a good
just
point.
the reality of it at the end of the day. BDS, a really rough draw for them. But DK, they are going to be, I think, pretty down on themselves. And if there's a team, I think, to just kind of go crazy, play their own game, play their own style, I think it's BDS.
I would also say though, if there's a player on your team that can keep the morale high even when you're losing, it's gonna be Deft for sure. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that should be like they should be able to keep it.
I'm buying stocks in
Yeah,
the lower, well, the 0-2 to 2-2 to possible redemption into the bracket stage. I can
For
see
DK?
a road.
For which one? D
For
plus?
D plus, yeah, and I think for BDS, I
No.
was so excited for a best of 3 between Madden and RG.
We can still have that.
Yeah, I would
That
really
can
excited
come
for that.
later.
Anyway, this is the bracket. Wow, take it all in, guys.
It actually looks great to me. Today's
looks
draw,
amazing.
especially after we had so many region matchups. This one, there's a lot of variety here.
Yeah, it is really, really good. The 1-on-1 matches, to me, are my favorite draw. I think that is going to be really, really exciting. We have all kinds of different regions.